Good morning, students. Today we will continue chapter 6, that is percentage. In previous class we have studied how to convert a percent into fraction, decimal, ratio, and also we have studied how to convert a ratio into percentage, a fraction into percentage, and a decimal into percentage. Today we will study some word problems. Today we'll do some word problems based on percentage. So here is the example 1. There are 75 apples in a basket, of which 12% are rotten. Rotten means not so good enough to used. Then question is, how many apples are good enough to be sold? There are 75 apples in a basket, of which 12% are rotten. If you have 100 apples, then 12 are rotten, means 12 are not so good to use. Then you have 88 apples. Okay, 88 good apples, but here we have 75 apples. So first we have to find out the 12% of 75 apples. So 75 apples. So total number of apple in the basket equal to 75. Total number of rotten apples equal to, as per the question, 12% are rotten. So find out 12% of 75. So 12% equal to what? 12 by 100. Percent means 1 by 100. So 12 into 1 by 100 will be 12 by 100 into 75. Now 25 3 ja 75, 24 ja 100. Then 4 into 3 12. Now 3 into 3 will be 9. Okay, so the number of rotten apples are 9. Now find out the good apple, that is total number of apples in the basket 75 minus rotten apples equal to 16. That's the answer. Clear? Now example 3. On increasing the price of shirt by 18%, it becomes 826. Then what is the original price? We have already studied in previous class this type of example, I think. On increasing the price of shirt by 18%. So x is 18. X is 18 and it becomes 826. That is the final number. Here we have to find out A. Okay. So let the original price of the shirt be A. Increase in the price is 18%. So increased price will be what? 1 plus, the formula is what? 1 plus x by 100 into A. So 1 plus x is 18. So 1 plus 18 by 100 into A. Now 1 plus 18 by 100 will be 118 by 100A. Clear? But increased price is 1826. Increased price is 1826. Here we got increased price is 118 by 100A and increased price that was given is 826. So you can write 118A by 100 equal to 826. Both are same. So here you can here we find A equal to 826 into 100 by 18. If you bring 118 by 100 from left hand to right hand side, then it will become 100 by 118. Okay. 826 into 100 by 118. Okay, then 2 into 50 100, then 2 into 59 2 into 59, 118. Okay, now if you divide 1826 by 15, you'll get 14. Okay, now 14 into 50, that will be 700. So hence the original price of the shirt is 700 rupees. Clear? Now example 6. In an election, there were only 2 candidates. In an election, there were only 2 candidates. The winner obtained 56% votes. The winner obtained 56% votes and won by 8,400 votes. Find the total number of votes. In an election, 2 candidates are there. The winner obtained 56% vote and won by 8,400 votes. It means the difference between the winner and loser is 8,400 votes. And we have to find out the total votes polled. So let the number of votes polled be x. Let the number of votes polled be x. Now percentage of votes received by the winner, 56%, that is given. Now percentage of votes received by the other candidates, that is loser, equal to 100 minus 56%, that is 44%. Clear? Winner okay, winner gets 56% of votes, then loser get 44% of votes. So the number of votes polled by the winner equal to 56% of x, because the total number we have taken x. So the number of votes polled by the winner is 56% of x. Clear? So 56%, that is equal to 56 by 100 into x. 56 by 100. Now 14 ja 56, 4 into 25 equal to 100. So it will become 14x by 25. Clear? Now number of votes polled by the other candidates equal to 44%. So 44% of x equal to 44 by 100 into x. 44 by 100, that will be 4 into 11, 44, 4 into 25, 100. So it will be, that is wrong, 11x by 25 it is. So number of votes polled by the other candidates, 11x by 25. Now the difference between their votes equal to 8400, that was given in the question, won by 8400. So the difference between the winner and loser is 8400. So 14x by 25. 14x by 25 is what? The number of votes polled by the winner, that is 14x by 25, and the number of votes polled by the other candidates is 11x by 25. So the difference is 14x by 25 minus 11x by 25, that is equal to 8400. So here denominator is same, so only you have to subtract the numerator. So 14x minus 11x equal to 3x by 25 equal to 8400. So x will be 8400 into 25 by 3. Okay, now divide this number by 3. 3 2 ja 6. 3 2 ja 6, then 3 8 ja 24 into 0. Okay, so 2800 into 25 will be 70,000. Clear? So hence the total number of votes polled equal to 70,000. Next is example 7. A number is increased by 20% and then then the increased number is increased by 20. That is wrong. Increase, it will be decreased. a number is increased by 20% and then the increased number is decreased by 20%, then find the net increase or decrease percent. So let the original number be a. Let the original number be a. Then increase number equal to, the formula is 1 plus x by 100. Here increase percentage is 20. So x equal to 20. So 1 plus 20 by 100 into a. Clear? 1 plus 20 by 100. That will be 120 by 100. Then divide this fraction by 20. 26 ja 120, 25 ja 100. So 6a by 5. 6a by 5. The increased number is 6a by 5. Original number is a, and when we increase the original number by 20%, then we will get 6a by 5. Clear? When this increased number means 6a by 5 is decreased by 20%, then the final decreased number equal to 1 minus 20. We have to decrease the formula. So decrease formula is what? 1 minus x by 100 into a. So 1 minus x means we have to decrease the number by 20%. So x is 20 here. Okay, x is 20. So as per the formula, we can write 1 minus 20 by 100. 1 minus 20 by 100 into the number. Here the number is what? 6a by 5. So here we write 6a by 5. Okay. Now 1 minus 20 by 100 will be 100 into 1. 100 minus 20, 80 by 100. Clear? Now divide this number by 20. 24 ja 80, then 25 ja 100. So 1 minus 20 by 100 will become 4 by 5. Clear? So 4 by 5 into 6a by 5. 4 into 6, 4 into 6, 24, and 5 into 5, 25. So decreased number is 24a by 25. Now net decrease means the decrease value equal to the original number a minus 24a by 25. So a minus 24a by 25 will become a minus 25, because 25 into a is what? 25a. Then 25a minus 24a equal to a, and the denominator is 25. So a by 25. That is the decreased value. Now last we have to find out the decreased percent. Okay. So decreased percent is what? As for the formula, decreased percentage, decreased value by original number. Decreased value by original value into 100. We have already you have already studied in this in lower class, that is 6 or class 6 or class 7, I think. The formula is decreased value by original value into 100. So decreased value is what? A by 25. There is the net decrease value a by 25 by original number. Original number is a multiplied by 100. So a by 25 into 1 by a will be cancelled here. Then 100 by 25 equal to 4. So the net decrease percent is 4%. Clear? Now example 8. The salary of an officer is increased by 20%. Salary of an officer is increased by 20%. By what percent? By what percent should the new salary be reduced to restore the original salary? Let us understand. So let first the salary of an officer is 100 rupees. Okay, salary of an officer is 100 rupees. Then the salary is increased by 20%. 20% of increase by if you increase 100 by 20%, then it will become 120. Clear? first salary is 100, then increase by 20% in salary, that will become 120. Okay, but what percent should the new salary be reduced to restore the original salary? Means by what decrease percent? Okay, if you decrease the number decrease the number by which percent gives you the original number, means 100. Clear? What is the decrease percent? What is the decrease percent of the new salary? That is 120. So he will get the same original salary, that is 100. So let the original salary be A. Then increase salary equal to, as per the formula, is 1 plus x by 100, and x is what? 20%. So 1 plus 20 by 100 A, that will give you 6A by 5. Clear? To restore the original salary, the reduction required is 6A by 5, that is the new salary. Okay, original salary A, and then increased salary is 6A by 5. So the reduction of to restore the original salary, the reduction required from the original salary is 6A by 5 minus A, that is A minus 5. It means if you reduce this much of amount from the increased salary, will give the original salary A. 6A minus 5, 6A by 5 minus A by 5 will give you A. Clear? So the percentage reduction, that is the percentage, that is the decreased value. Decreased value is A by 5. Now the decreased percentage, that is percentage reduction required in the new salary, will be, as for the formula, decreased value by original value. Decreased value is A by 5 by original value. Original value is 6A by 5, that is increased salary, that is original value. So A by 5 by 6 by 5 into 100. Now you can write A by 5 into 5 by 6A into 100. So A will be cancelled here. 5 is also cancelled. The 100 by 6. 2 into 50, 100. 2 into 3, 6. Now 50 by 3 is a mixed fraction. 50 by 3 is a improper fraction. So we have to convert the improper fraction into mixed fraction. So 3 1 ja 3, 5 minus 3 2, then we have 0, 3 6 ja 18, 20 minus 18 equal to 2. So the mixed fraction will be 16 whole ja 23, 16 whole 2 by 3%. So the percentage reduction required in new salary equal to 16 whole 2 by 3%. That is the answer. Example 2. Example 10. If price of sugar raised by 25%, by how much percent a housewife should reduce the consumption of sugar so as not to increase the expenditure? Let us understand the question. Okay, if the price of sugar is increased by 25%, then how much percent is housewives should reduce the consumption of sugar so as not to increase the expenditure? Okay, for let us assume that the consumption of sugar by the housewife is 1 kg. Okay, so 1 kg, the cost of 1 kg of sugar is 100. Let's assume that 1 kg, the consumption of the housewife, the consumption of sugar of the housewife is 1 kg. Okay, and the price of 1 kg of sugar equal to 100 rupees. Now the price of sugar increased by 25%. So the new price will be 125 rupees per 1 kg. But the housewife did not want to increase the expenditure, did not want to increase the expenditure. So she wants to reduce the consumption. She reduce the consumption of sugar. Okay, so you have to find out the you have to find out the percent. Find out the percent, decrease percent, so that the housewife. So there is no need to no need to increase in her expenditure. Okay, so let the earlier consumption of sugar be X units. Earlier consumption is X unit, and the price for the same is 100. Now new price of X unit equal to 125, because it is the price of sugar raised by 25%. So new price of the same amount of sugar, same units of sugar equal to 125. Now 125 will fetch you X unit. 125 rupees will fetch you X units. So 1 rupees will fetch you what? X by 20, X by 125. 125 rupees fetch you X unit. Now 1 rupees will fetch you X by 125. Clear? So 100 rupees will fetch you X by 125 into 100. Clear? So now if you divide this fraction by 25 into 400, 25 into 5, 125, then we'll have 4x by 5 units. 100 rupees will fetch you 4x by 5 units. Okay, so reduction in consumption. Reduction in consumption is x minus 4x by 5. X minus 4x by 5. Now x is the what? The total the earlier consumption. So reduction in consumption is x minus 4x by 5 units, that is x by 5 units. Clear? Now you have to find out the reduction percentage. That is actually decrease value, and here you have to find out the decrease percentage. As per the formula, decrease value by original value into 100. It means x by 5 by x. X is the what? Original value, no? X units. X by 5 by x into 100. That is x by 5 into 1 by x into 100. So x will be cancelled here. 100 by 25 gives you 20%. Okay. Example 11. Wheat is cheaper than rice by 20%. We do not know the price of wheat in rice, but we know that the wheat is cheaper by rice by 20%. The question is, by what percent rice is by what percent is rice costlier than wheat? By what percent is rice costlier than wheat? Let price of certain quantity of rice be A. Let price of certain quantity of rice be A. Then the price of same quantity of wheat. The price of same quantity of wheat equal to 1 minus 200 by 1 minus 2 by 1 minus 20 by 100. That is the formula. 1 minus x by 100 now. So here x is 220. So the price of same quantity of wheat equal to 1 minus 20 by 100 into A. 120 by 100 will give you 4 by 5 A. 100. Okay, wait a minute. 1 minus 20 by 100. Then 100 into 1. 100 minus 20 by 100. Okay. Now 100 minus 20 equal to 80 by 100. 24 ja 80, 25 ja 100. So so the price of same quantity of wheat equal to 4A by 5. Clear? Now the difference between the price of rice and wheat equal to A minus 4 by 5A. A minus the difference between the rice and wheat. price of rice is A and the price of wheat is 4A by 5. So the difference is what? A minus 4A by 5, because A is because A rice is costlier than wheat, so A minus 4A by 5, that give you A by 5 rupees. So the difference between rice and wheat is A by 5 rupees. So when the price of wheat, so the when the price of wheat is 4A by 5, then the rice is costlier by A by 5, and the percentage by which the rice is costlier than wheat equal to YA by 5. That is the that is the what? That is the increased value. That is the increased value. A by 5 by the original value is 4A by 5. The price 4A by 5 into 100 equal to A by 5 into 5 by 4 into 100%. 5 by cancel here. 100 by 4 give you 25%. So rice is costlier than wheat by 25%. Clear? Now example 12. Rice is costlier than wheat by 20%. Rice is costlier than wheat by 20%. By what percent is wheat cheaper than price? Okay. Previous example is also same as the example 12, but the only difference is in that example we have to find out the by what percent rice is costlier than wheat. Here you have to find out by what percentage wheat cheaper than rice. Okay, so let the price of certain quantity of wheat be A, then the price of same quantity of rice equal 1 plus 20 by 100, because rice is costlier than wheat by 20%. So 1 plus 20 by 100, it was the formula 1 plus x by 100. So 1 plus 20 by 100 into A, that will give you 6A by 100, because 100 into 1 100, 100 plus 20 120 by 100. Wait, here we have 1 plus 20 by 100. Okay, so 100 into 1 120, 100 into 1 100 plus 20 by 100, that is 120 by 100. Now 20 into 6 120, 20 into 5 100, so 6A by 5A. The price of the same quantity of rice equal to 6A by 5. Now the difference between the price and wheat equal to 6A by 5 minus A, because here rice is costlier than wheat. Rice is costlier than wheat, so we have to subtract the wheat from rice. So 6A by 5 minus A equal to A by 5, because 6A minus 5A by 5. 6A minus 5A is A, denominator is same 5. When the price of rice is 6A by 5, when the price of rice is 6A by 5, then the wheat is cheaper by A by 5, obviously. When the price of rice is 6A by 5, when the price of rice is 6A by 5, then wheat is cheaper by A by 5. That's the difference between the rice and wheat. Okay, so the percentage by which the wheat is cheaper than rice equal to A by 5 by 6. A by 5 is what? That's the difference value. A by 5. Okay, A by 5 by the original value is 6A by 5 into 100. So A by 5 into 5 by 6A into 100. 5 cancel here, then 2 3 just 6, 2 into 50 100. 50 by 3, 50 by 3 Okay, this is a improper fraction. So first you have to convert the improper fraction into mixed fraction. So 50 divided by 3, 3 1 ja 3, 5 minus 3 2, 20, 3 6 ja 18, 20 minus 8, 18 equal to 2. So the mixed fraction will be 16 whole 2 by 3%. Clear? So the wheat is cheaper than rice by 16 whole 2 by 3%. Example 14. In an examination, 24% failed in mathematics. In an examination, 24% failed in mathematics, 27% failed in English, and 20% failed in both the subjects, that is mathematics and English. Okay. Now the question is, find the percentage of students who failed in one or both the subjects. And second bit is, find the percentage of students who passed in both the subjects. And last, if 345 students passed in both the subjects, if 345 students passed in both the subjects, then find the total number of students. Okay. So the percentage of students failed in mathematics equal to 24%, percentage of students failed in English equal to 27%, and percentage of students failed in both the subjects 20%. Here look at this diagram. Students failed in mathematics is what? 24%, na? Students failed in mathematics 24. Let's assume 24 students. Okay, students failed in mathematics 24, and students failed in English, that is 27. 27, so 24 students failed in mathematics and 27 students failed in English, and 20 students failed in both the subjects, that means both from mathematics and English. Now look at the diagram. Here 20 is common between these two circles. 20 is common, na? This part 20 is common because 20 students failed in both the subject, mathematics and English. So 20 students is common in both the subject, mathematics and English. Then what we left? In mathematics we have 4, in English we have 7 students. Clear? 20 is common here. 20 students is common in both the subject, mathematics and English. Then what we left? We left only 4 students who failed in mathematics only, and 7 students who failed only in English. Okay, so percentage of students failed in mathematics only equal to 24 minus 200, because 24 minus 20 is what? The common. So 24 minus 20 gives you 4%. Now percentage of students failed in English equal to 27 minus 20, that is 7%. Clear? Now percentage of students who failed in one or both the subject equal to 20 plus 4 plus 7, that is 31%. You have to add these three. Okay, 20 students, 20% of students failed in both the subject. Okay, and 4 is for mathematics and 7 is for English. So the percentage of students who failed in one or both the subject, equal to 20 plus 4 plus 7, that is 31%. Clear? Now the percentage of students who passed in both subjects, percentage of students who passed in both subjects equal to 100 minus 31%, obviously, because here the percentage of students who failed in one or both the subjects is 31%. So the percentage of students who passed in both the subjects equal to 100 minus 31, that is 69%. Okay, then last we have if 345 students passed in both the subject, then find the total number of students. So let the total number of students equal to x. Then 69% of x equal to 345. Okay. So 69% equal to 69 by 100 into x, that is equal to 345. Then x equal to 345 into 100 by 69. Okay. Then if you reduce this fraction, you will get 500. So the total number of students equal to 500. Actually 345 divided by 69, you will get gives you 5 here. Okay. So 5 into 100, 500. So the total number of students equal to 500. Clear? So if you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment section. So your homework is exercise 6B. Exercise 6B. That is your homework. And okay, this much for today. Thank you, students. Have a great day.